Alright, welcome to the PTE Reading Module Masterclass Summary. In this session, we'll go over the essential points you need to know to really boost your performance in the reading section. So, let's talk about reading and writing fill in the blanks drop-down. This question type is a key contribution, and honestly, it affects both your reading and writing scores. The best strategy here is to focus on grammar rules, like articles, verb forms, prepositions, and also, the context of the sentence. Always prioritize the blanks you're sure about first to maximize your chances of getting them right. Now, moving on to grammar rules. After articles like a, an, or the, you should use nouns. Adjectives usually fit between articles and nouns. After modals such as can or should, make sure you use base verbs. Whenever you see for or while, use ing verbs. And don't forget you use the past participle after has, have, or had. Next up is reorder paragraphs. Here, your scoring is based on points for correct adjacent pairs. The strategy is to identify the independent topic sentence, which usually has no pronouns or connectors. Link sentences using pronouns, articles like a or an, references to the, or even chronology. And if you're unsure, pair the uncertain sentences first to secure partial points. Reading fill in the blanks, drag and drop. This task is pretty similar to the drop-down one, but here you'll have 6 to 8 options to choose from. Make sure to use context and grammar clues to pick the right word. MCQs, single, multiple answers. These questions are actually low priority and there's no negative marking, but it's best to answer only when you're really certain. Some tips: skim for keywords and try to match paraphrased answers. Nouns, adjectives after articles a and the, or possessive pronouns his, their. Alright, let's talk about verbs. Remember, after modals like can or should, you always use the base form of the verb. Also, after prepositions, you need to use the ing form. For example, words like for or while are often followed by verbs ending in ing. And don't forget about past participles, those ed forms, which usually come after has, have, or had. Now, moving on to pronouns and connectors. It's important to use pronouns and connectors correctly. Try to avoid starting your paragraphs with words like he, they, or however, as it can make your writing less clear and a bit repetitive. Okay, let's discuss time management. You should aim to spend about 2 to 2.5 minutes per passage for reading, writing blanks, and drag and drop tasks. For multiple choice questions, try to keep it to just 1 minute each. When you get to reorder paragraphs, spend about 2 to 3 minutes. And if you find yourself stuck, focus on pairing sentences together to make it easier. So let's talk about integrated practice and how other modules can really impact your reading skills. For example, speaking tasks like read aloud, writing tasks such as summarize written text, and even listening exercises like highlight incorrect words. All of these play a role in shaping your reading abilities. Now, here's a daily practice plan that works for most students. Aim for about 20 reading and writing blanks, 15 to 20 reading drag and drop questions, and, 5 to 10 reorder paragraphs each day. And don't forget to take mock tests every 3 days to get valuable feedback and track your progress. So, let's talk about the resources you have at your fingertips. The Language Academy platform gives you access to detailed explanation videos and, a variety of practice tools to really help you strengthen your skills. Don't forget about mock tests. They're super useful, and, analyzing your scorecards after each test will help you spot your weaknesses and, honestly, focus your efforts where it matters most. Here are some pro tips for you. First, never leave any blanks unanswered, since there's no negative marking. Always prioritize high-impact tasks, like blanks and reorder questions, over multiple-choice questions. And remember, context is king. Make sure you understand the passages before jumping in with grammar rules. Just a final note from me. Staying consistent and practicing in a targeted way, using both grammar rules and context analysis, are absolutely key to achieving a perfect 90 out of 90 in PTE reading. Make sure you utilize structured practice and mock tests to keep refining your strategies.